There was an active warrant,
Okay,
and he
well,
died with the warrant on his head. I guess if there's anything out there, wherever things may be, as far as, his finances or property that may be available for my son,
Was he a resident of Bell County, ma'am?
several times, sir.
Okay.
You put him in jail yourself several times.
The state is asking the court to dismiss any warrants.
Recess a commitment, and I normally don't do those on these type of days. I'm trying to, if we did an order of attachment in 2022.
Been going to court for quite some time.
Yes, judges just want me to make sure there's not an active warrant on him because that could cause issues for law enforcement. So
There was an active warrant,
Okay,
and he died with the warrant on his head.
Oh, that's right.
He passed away.
Yes, Your
sir.
Honor.
Okay, this is
He died of drugs.
Okay, well, this is the second one. Okay, I've had two. I'm sorry. I knew I had a case today dealing with a non-custodial party that passed away. I've got two today, so never mind. All right, so right now, so he's passed away, so there's nothing. Okay, so what's the state trying to do here today? Because again, there's nothing in this order. Everything in this order is now moot.
Well, we were hoping to confirm, get a final judgment, confirm arrears, and stop child support.
Okay, and that way at least there's a judgment can be had against his estate if there is an estate. Got it.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, we're down the record, and this is Bell County calls number 295-931B. This is in the interest of Coleman, minor child, non-custodial party being Corey M. Coleman, custodial party being the Tony Coleman. This matter was before the court on an order for enforcement of child support and child support obligation and community order back in the March the 2nd, 2022. The court will note for the record that there was a failure to appear by Mr. Coleman. The court issued an attachment for his arrest and withdrew that attachment at a later date. However, it is now the court's understanding that Mr. Coleman is now deceased. And I'll ask the state for an opening on the record to tell the court what the state's asking to do and what you understand Ms. Coleman is asking to do here today, if you know. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. So the state is asking the court to dismiss any warrants or capias hanging over Mr. Coleman's head, asking the court to stop child support and to confirm the arrears that are before the court. I don't know exactly what Ms. Coleman's position is. I think she's not happy about the situation. I think she's hopeful that the OAG will be able to collect something against him at some point, but I couldn't tell the court specifically what Ms. Coleman's position is.
All right, then I'll let Ms. Coleman do that in a moment. Ms. Coleman, do you have a position? Because again, what we're looking at doing is reducing, dismissing, dismissing everything. I'm not dismissing everything. I want to take a final judgment of what was owed as his date of death. I'm going to order, obviously that's a judgment that can be enforced by you against his estate that the gentleman had in his estate. I want to, obviously there's already been a finding that he is a father, and I will have the state specifically put in this order that dismisses everything, that he is the father of your child. So if there's any Social Security out there or anything the government can do based on the fact that this man is now deceased, or any benefits available for your child, that order should be able to do that. And also the judgment amount, if there's anything out there that can be attached, like a 401k or something like that, if that's possible. But again, I hear thousands of cases a year. So this was not ringing a bell on what this gentleman was doing for a living or those type of circumstances. But I'll let you inform that to the court once you're testifying, ma'am. So at this time, ma'am, is there anything specifically you're asking the court to do here today that the state hasn't discussed and I haven't discussed?
Your Honor, I guess if there's anything out there, wherever things may be, as far as, his finances or property that may be available for my son, I just request that the judge, that the court grants that to Jimmy.
Okay, well, here's the deal, ma'am. Obviously, that has to go through a different court. Sorry. That's probate court. I'm gonna make a finding that Jimmy is his son, I've already done that. So but unfortunately, I won't know anything about his probate. If he didn't have a will, and again, I'm not sure. And if he did have a will, who's his executor and all that. But was he a resident of Bell County, ma'am?
Several times, sir. Okay. You put him in jail yourself several times.
All right. Well, anyway, ma'am, yeah, if you know his family, and you might try to find out who the executor, if there is an executor or an administrator of the estate, but obviously, you would have the right to file anything in your child's behalf against that estate, because if he had a will, then maybe the child's covered. If he didn't have a will, obviously, his children, including your son, if he had more than one child, would be the heirs to that. He's not currently married, is he?
To my knowledge, he was not, sir.
I was not.
I do not know if he had a will or not.
Okay, well, again, without a will, then it goes down to his kids, okay? And how many other children does he have?
My son is the youngest. My son is 7.
Okay,
All the other ones
how many
are-
other children does he have total?
4 that were on the eulogy.
Okay, all right, then, well, obviously, all 4 of them will be entitled to anything that would be in his estates, ma'am. So again, that goes through probate court, and I haven't done a probate matter in 20 years, so well, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I haven't done a probate matter as a lawyer in 20 years, so yeah. But again, if you know his family or anybody like that, they may close ranks on you, but it'll be up to you to try to figure that part out. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and swear you in and let the state call you as a witness, and we'll get everything done here that we can in this case. Thank you. So at this time, ma'am, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm your testimony gonna give your days the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Is the child the subject of this suit?
Jimmy Neal Coleman II.
Is Jimmy's father still alive?
No, he died on March 21st.
Okay, and how did he die?
To my knowledge, he died of a drug overdose of fentanyl. That's what the death certificate says, illicit drug use.
And where was he when he passed away?
To my knowledge, he was at an apartment on Zephyr Road in Saline.
And
The death certificate says that.
and it's your belief that he had a warrant over his head for this case, or was it a different case?
It's a warrant that was issued by Judge Nelson.
For child support?
Yes,
Okay.
it was a reissue, as a matter of fact.
Your Honor, I don't think I have anything further.
All right, then, ma'am, again, I'm gonna find it, obviously, the gentleman's deceased. I'll stop his child support as of the 31st day of March 2022. Reduce the judgment, any unpaid amount, and have the state put that in the order. And obviously, ma'am, again, I don't know this gentleman's work history, whether or not he has enough quarters to get Social Security. But obviously, that may be that may be your best bet. But again, because it doesn't sound like the gentleman probably had a lot of assets out there one way or the other. But those would go into his estate, and obviously your son would have the opportunity to claim any portion of that estate that you're aware of, ma'am. So do you have any questions at this time, ma'am?
No, sir, I request you put that in the court if you would.
Okay, well, I can put in the court order that he's dead, but I can't put anything in about the probate matter, ma'am.
Understood.
All right, then. But again, you need to contact Social Security to see whether or not he's had enough quarters to get Social Security, and that way you can get something from them. But other than that, it's just a hit and miss circumstance. All right. Anything else from the state, Mr. Diamond?
No, Your Honor.
May the witness be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am. Good luck to you and your son, and we're off the record.